side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money, stack it up.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. We got to get the ball so we get
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Jones, that's complete to Jake Butt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's put that team on the clock. 51.
Jones now operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
You're out. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Where they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down.
Break.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pick it up. Take 4.
Topper. Topper. Fan.
Back to the ground, Cook. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
That 60 outlaw.
58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Hey, Zoo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Look at me. Door.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Jones. And Cook has it, left side. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
60 Pittsburgh.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Go.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Time to go. Night. Mike check 33. 33.
Come.
Check Mike.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's locked. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
15-1.
Come on.
Hey, Haywood.
Block now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
General West. Ready?
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Let's get it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On play action, Lock. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
From the gun, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey! Rock it. 2.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey! High 7.
Check like 33. Defense wins championships, baby.
Yep.
Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Mike, check 33.
Hit it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Looking to throw. Jones. He wants it all for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
70, Indy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 22 yards there, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Ready? 50, plant. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
50, ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, here come the Bills. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Yes.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jones, a final shot before break. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
10 logo.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 39, Locke toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his lock on third down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. On first down, Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down for them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Check nine. Clear.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for... It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Great. Alpha.
Be a long day for you. Check 37. Check 37. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Lock to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Locke. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Go! 8, read.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4.
Go!
4 down. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go! Go! Get it!
Here's Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, it's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
22 song. 61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Echo.
Chizz. Hey, check my 33.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
51's the mic. I'm coming.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, you're on the 90 over there. You're on the 90. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33. Mike, check 33.
From the gun, Jones. He finds Beckham complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today. Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball. They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did. And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there. Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive. And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Hey, exit.
58, right over there.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
22 jet bomber. Hey, rocket. Ready?
Jones Throwing again. And this one complete to Charkandrick West. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, switch.
Topper!
Lucky.
Get it!
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Nice, sweetheart.
General West!
Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. 60 or.
It's our field. Hey, it's our
Five.
From the 16, Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run with Darkwan. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Alert 3.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Block again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke going to try and throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Locke to throw for it on fourth. Wide open receiver complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Throwing Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, high 7.
58. Mike, 58 right there. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 58, boy, 58.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready, great.
Go 58's the Mike, bring it. Bring it.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over.